until people start to show up. If you're watching this on the replay, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. We're just gonna wait for people to pop in here and see what happens. What happens? I guess I might need to share a link to this somehow. I'm not sure what that's going to be about. Wow, I've never gone this long with people not showing up. Let's go ahead and share this link. Copy link. All right. Well, it looks like I had one person in here. If somebody can hear me, do me a favor, give me a sound check. I'm currently sitting at the welcome station on the Virginia-Tennessee border. Looks like Jordan's here. Can somebody give me a sound check? Appreciate it. I did get my cough drops, so all is well. And me, 5x5, perfect. I was really worried with everything going through the car. I also don't understand how I've gone 79 miles and somehow that gas pump must have been broken. There must have been a problem at that gas pump because I've already burned through a quarter of a tank, and that's no bueno. That's no bueno. Okay, so as titled, I can't stay here very long. One of the things that's happened is Google has decided now that I'm closer to the Tennessee border, that I'm technically in Tennessee now, that it's going to try and reroute me through all sorts of squirrely roads and things like that, which I'm fine with because it doesn't appear as if it's actually added more time to my drive. But I will not be able to do an extended live stream through that if I'm going to be squirreling all over the place, because it turns off the connection to my maps and stuff, and I don't want to miss my turns and things like that. So I figured we'll knock out the live stream a little bit late, but better late than never. What I wanted to talk to you guys about, and it's something that is building up. I talked about it a little bit last night. I did a release on it yesterday. There was another video that I did earlier in the week for the members that should have got dropped out to the rest of the followers. That good morning to everybody. Sorry, I don't have time to play reindeer games this morning, so we all don't want things to go badly during this election, but there's a part of us that feels like there's a good possibility that it will. You know, I guess the simpleton's mind, it's either going to be they'll be mad if we win, or we'll be mad if they win. But there's some darker stuff that's going on, you know, and I think that it's important that we prepare as best we can for what may or may not happen, because and it's all very weird how this works out. But if Captain Blue Tie wins the election, which he's actually projected to win right now, the Congress could actually stop him from becoming the president. Right now, it appears as if we may have screwed up in the Congress and lost some seats, and that would give all the people with blue ties the power that they need within the Congress. And as it's been relayed to me, there's an opportunity for those people to, because if they win back the House, they could actually label Captain Blue Tie as an insurrectionist. Just write him off, 14th Amendment, and label him as an insurrectionist. Now, what that will do is that'll cause the activation of, I believe it's a portion of the 12th Amendment that says that now the House can elect the president by vote, but they vote by state, not by individual. And thankfully, the Republicans have more state votes. They have to vote as a state. So if you've got a state that has 10 representatives and 6 of the 10 are Republicans, then that will count as one vote for that state because they have to vote as a state. But it's not possible to vote for somebody who's been identified as an insurrectionist without even having a trial. They wouldn't even have to have a trial. They could just vote to identify him as an insurrectionist. And I don't recognize, I'm going to put my glasses on here because I see some new people in here. Sad. I don't recognize you, bro. Thank you for showing up. Make sure you hit that, subscribe button. Matter of fact, everybody, do me a favor. We're going to do the America thing. If you love your country, type 1 in the chat, America. And that way it'll draw more people in. Also, if you haven't hit that thumbs up button, please do now. It'll draw more people in. They'll get this message because I can't stay here forever sitting. As you can see, traffic behind me. Woo, Tennessee. Anyway, so what will basically happen is, or we'll say what could happen, all right, is that Donald Trump would be basically null and void. And believe it or not, that now, and the only presidential candidate that would be left to vote for, because in the Constitution it says the top 3 candidates, and we've never had a third candidate, would be Kamala Harris. Yeah. And so they would be forced to vote or not vote for her. But there's also a portion of the Constitution that says that they could vote for another candidate, and that would be the vice presidential candidate. So we could literally have an acting president that was a vice president elect, because technically he would still be a vice president even though he had not been confirmed. Yeah, or certified, should I say. So we could end up in that. Now, what will that do to our nation economically? Okay, because we've got to think beyond that. All right. God, there's a lot of people walking around me. I don't like this. I parked in a bad spot. I parked too close to the building, I think. But what would that do to the nation economically? It would. The thing is that if you just talk about the markets don't like change, and the markets don't react to something that's happening. The markets pre-act so that they don't get stuck in the problem. You know what I'm saying? So they don't wait for all hell to break loose. They're like, all hell's about to break loose. Get the hell out. That's what they do in the markets. So if there's even a whiff of this by people in the markets, then it's our economy. It could be a crash. It could be like a total, not a change or not a correction, but an actual crash. Because a correction is fixing a bubble, and it's not a bubble. It's an actual economic crisis here in the United States. Closer to the dumpster, have less foot traffic. It's very true, Rose, but it also increases the level of raccoon attack. Doggenball says, I've been saying they're going to try to make it to where we don't have an election. Will they do it? I don't know. I guess it all comes down to, do they have the nuts? Or if they see the big picture, they may do nothing. And here's why I say that. Because if they do it and all hell breaks loose and the citizenry corrects this issue, which could be a very big thing, it could very possibly happen, then they will have lost all control. And that's what this is all about. But if they wait another election cycle, if they wait another 4 years and do the same thing to whoever it is that they did to Trump, and just make it impossible for him to do anything, and then show, well, he never got anything done, and then make up all sorts of lies. I mean, just do it the same thing they did. Then they would still have had their hands in the cogs of power, their hands on the dials of disruption, and so that they could just continue the process. And if you haven't noticed, that's what they do politically about every 4 to 8 years. They just kind of, okay, we're just going to hang here. We're going to hold right here until all of this crazy American mentality stuff, this whole freedom seed, this whole don't tread on me stuff just settles down, and then we're just going to get somebody, and we're going to slip right in and talk about hope and change, and we're going to be the first this and the first that, you know. I mean, what if they don't get the first black? I mean, first they got the first, I'm saying this just to be funny, but they got the first black president. Now they want to have the first kind of black female woman president. I mean, what's left? Are they going to wait for are they going to announce the aliens here, and then Blue Blar is going to freaking be the first alien Democrat president? I mean, they're always after this first thing that's kind of like their genre. It doesn't make any damn sense. You know, how about like the first American president? Well, we already did that, you know. They didn't like that. They didn't like that at all. Let's see here. People will find a way to carry on, overcome evil, whether they find faith in God each or not, or Sam Colt. You know, I agree with you. I agree with you. But the thing is it's all about the pain. Why do we, it'll be okay. Everything's going to be fine, guys. We're just going to have to go through a lot of bull. Why? Why do we have to go through so much bull? That's the real question. Shovel ready wasn't so shovel ready, was it? No. I remember those signs were everywhere, and I never saw anything happening. There were signs outside of 29 Palms, California, that said this area is designated as a shovel ready worksite project. It's like 20 something, you know, and never once was a shovel used on that project. It just, a sign got put up. It was a joke. It was an absolute joke. So make sure that you're ready, because, and when I say ready, you know, you guys, I'm getting ready to go speak about, you know, water, food, and security, and that's a cop that just rolled in right behind me. Yeah, he's just cruising the parking lot. He's looking for chicks. And I think that should be, you guys should think about getting back to the basics. Josh Griffin, good morning, man. Good morning. I think that you should make sure that you're at least doing the basics, because sometimes we forget. Sometimes we're just like, okay, I've got this, I've got that, I've got this, you know. Or they go the wrong direction, and preparedness to them is having 5 million rounds in one AR something, you know. It's a, how's a grown man have such a cute little dog? Anywho, water, food, security, guys. You guys need to start storing water, storing food, and beef up your security game. Because, my God, that's what came out of that cop car? Jesus. That's disgusting. That is a disgusting human being that I just saw come out wearing a badge. Undercover or plainclothes officer. My God. What do we got here? Officer, can you articulate a crime you suspect I've confirmed? Yes, exactly. Picking up a 250-gallon IBC today, paid $60. Nice, Rose, nice. Just make sure there was nothing bad in it. Build community and trust with neighbors, absolutely true. I have some meth neighbors kind of scared me. Well, Josh, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, those meth neighbors may show up when people stop. A lot of bad stuff associated with drugs and bad environments. It makes people do dumb things they know they're not supposed to be doing, but the addiction makes them do it. You know. I have some. All right, and that's going to be about it for that. All right, let's see. Apparently I am not here. Have a great day. You're not here. What are you talking about, Rose or Cindy? Apparently I'm not here. Where are you then? All right, let's see here. I think I can go on for a few more minutes tops, but I've got to get driving again. I have no idea what my day is bringing me, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this off right here, guys. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up on the way out the door. I will try to get some kind of content back out today. Like I said, I don't know what my day brings me. So stay safe. Have a great day, and I shall see you when I see you. Bye-bye.